We've already discussed whether or not sexual orientation is a choice. Now we'll discuss a few big influences on your sexuality. I'm S.J. Lyon, and this is the Sex Talk. There are three main influencers on your sexuality: your family, your friends and peers, and the media. This video will focus on how your family influences your sexuality, but stay tuned for the follow-up videos on friends/peers and the media. Family is important to start with, as it's the first place that you start learning about sexuality. Not sure exactly what I mean? Let me give you some examples. If you were labeled a girl and your family immediately swathed you in pink, that is one way that they have taught you sexuality. If you were labeled a boy and only ever allowed to play with cars, trucks, and dinosaurs, that's another way that your family taught you sexuality. How affectionate your family is teaching you sexuality. We know from study upon study that parents/primary caregivers have the biggest impact on us as we develop our sexuality and make sexual choices. Makes sense. They're the only ones that are there through the entire course of our development. How we're raised to think about our bodies, sex, and sexuality plays a major role in the formation of our sense of self, body image, and where sense of self and body image overlap. Family influence can be a wonderful thing if it's positive. On the other hand, receiving negative family influence is always difficult. A great deal of teens are deeply concerned about what their families do or might think about their sexuality or sexual lives. The fear of non-acceptance or disappointing family members by making a wrong choice or having a sexuality/sex life that family, especially parents, have given clear messages they don't or wouldn't approve of looms large. It looms so large that even in families where it is very likely that a parent or guardian would handle sexuality news well and with care, many young people still keep their sexualities and sex lives hidden. Yes, this can be a privacy thing, but much more often it's out of fear of disappointing their families and/or facing judgment. Our families are also the primary place for learning values and where we're shown cultural and religious beliefs. Our families are where any or all values and beliefs are reinforced, enforced, and challenged. Learning it's okay to talk openly and experiencing and seeing healthy relationships and interactions helps people develop healthy sexual lives. Working out the impact our families have on our sexuality and sex lives can be a lifelong process. What you can do now, whether you live at home or not, is try to gain and keep an understanding of the impact your family is having or has had on your sexuality. Evaluate for yourself which of those impacts have been positive and which have been negative. Often, parents and other family members don't even realize when they're sending negative messages. Keep in mind, most of their messages are hardwired from messages they received from family, friends, peers, and the media while they were growing up. Essentially, sometimes all you need to break the cycle of negative messaging is a constructive conversation. If the negative messages are just too much for you, remember that who you consider your family is completely up to you. Family can be created, and it doesn't have to just consist of people that are related to you. I'm S.J. Lyon. This has been the Sex Talk on how family influences your sexuality. Until next time, Happy New Year and stay safe, everyone.